saying it was Eddie sort of working at sort of 30-40% of his talent.
Yeah.
It's almost like saying, yeah, look, imagine what I could do if you give me the reins and let me be the lead. You know, imagine what I can do. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's bad, isn't it?
Okay, 1, 2.
1, 2, 3. Ooh,
there we go.
No, that's nice.
All right.
Nice.
So what do you think?
Yeah, 48 hours. Yeah, so for me, this was only watching this in hindsight. Yeah, but I watched it obviously when I was younger. But watching it in hindsight, this was.
How old were you when you first watched it?
I probably was about 11. It was probably around my time when Mum got me Beverly Hills Cop 2 on video.
Yeah.
For Christmas, not knowing what it was, you know what I mean? And it was like, that was my like.
Still
thing.
late for you though. 11. I was like 6.
No, I didn't watch it when I was that young. No,
I think I watched 48 Hours when I was. Beverly Hills Cop was 6.
It would have to come on TV, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but 48 Hours. I remember I was 7.
I don't think I was that young. No.
Because I remember Coventry and Spurs FA Cup final, and it was that night that they showed it on
Oh
ITV.
really? No, I don't. Yeah, but you used to stay up really late, didn't you?
Well, are you criticising my parents?
But these are some facts, though, isn't it? You didn't really have a bedtime, did you?
Not on a Saturday. It's Saturday, innit?
Well, with me, like, because my folks, they used to sit up and talk and stuff like that. So they didn't want us. They just said go to bed. So you just go upstairs. So it's only when I was a little bit older.
Yeah.
And also, we only had one TV, which is downstairs.
Yeah.
And if they're talking, I can't watch a film, can I? So it's only when they go to bed I can come down and, you know what I mean? So it was.
I don't know. It was an Asian household. They just talk anyway. You just have to like cut the noise out and just get through it.
No, yeah, but yeah. So I think I was probably about that age. But in terms of watching it now, like in hindsight, I think it was Eddie Murphy, probably at maybe 30% of his talent. For me, I think because he didn't come. I think when he's working at the peak of his talent was coming to America.
Oh yeah, because that was his first film.
Yeah.
48 Hours was his first film.
There you go.
It was coming off of he was massive on SNL, Saturday Night Live, and this was his first role, and he was only 20 or 21 when he was offered the role.
Yeah.
So he was playing second fiddle to Nick Nolte.
Yeah, I mean we'll have to talk about it another day, but I think another 48 Hours is better.
Okay.
48 Hours. I think.
Really?
I think it's better. I think it's better. I think the storyline, the pacing's better, and I think.
What's interesting about that?
I think his acting is better, and the comedic stuff and everything else just pops a bit more. I think in this, that's what I'm saying is him working around 30%. It's almost like it makes sense now because that's his first film. I didn't know it was his first film, but it makes sense now because it was always like he's trying a bit of this, a bit of that, but not pushing it really forward. He's like, okay, I need to be a bit dramatic, but also I need to do my comedy bit.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, and also the storyline. You know, it's just basically trying to catch two bad guys. You know what I mean? And you just go into different spots until you catch the bad guys. You know what I mean?
I mean, is that? I mean, like, I know.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I know.
Well, so at least the second one, you got the Sandman. You got the little twists. You got little twists and turns.
But I get it. The fact that it's a Hollywood action movie. But how realistic is? I know we shouldn't be talking about realism in these.
Yeah, but it's not.
I mean, but a cop who's given full reign to do whatever he wants to catch the killers of his partner or of his colleagues and get his gun back, and he's supposed to like go off the books to do it because you're not allowed to show. But the captain, we'll talk about the captain as well. Because it's fucking, do you know what I mean? But it's like he says to him like, you got full reign, do whatever you want off the books and all that, just get the job done. So then he gets the job done by forging a letter to get Eddie Murphy's character out, Reggie, out, because he was the only other person of that group, or something like that. Am I getting it right?
To who knows, and it's a similar thing with the second one, isn't it? Because he's the one who can ID the Sandman.
Yeah.
Which again I thought was a bit. Why don't you just give me the description now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We could have wrapped this up pretty quickly at the beginning of the film. But anyway, that's for another day. But like I still didn't really get why he needed to come out of prison.
Yeah, exactly. Why couldn't you just give? Why couldn't it be like a Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah, you're a cop. You take the information from him and you go and do your job. You know what I mean? I'm not sure why you would need to now add more pressure on yourself by taking this guy. And also, I know he's probably going to be released in 6 months, is what he said. So would he run? Probably not. Probably whatever. And obviously, he's got principles or whatever. But it is a massive risk of taking this con.
Yeah.
To
I mean, would you?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Would you do it? I mean, like, if you were a cop, would you say, yeah,
no,
let me just get this guy?
I've already I've got the pressure of trying to catch these bad guys on the run.
Yeah.
I've now got to babysit this convict who he's probably going to be lying to me anyway for his own ends. You know what I mean? Because obviously he's got this money he wants to get and stuff, which he's been lying to me about the whole way till halfway through the movie or whatever. So it's just a lot more work, isn't it? It's just a lot more work you're going to have to deal with. But I mean, watching it now, you kind of think, whoa, this is a bit. It's massively racist, isn't it?
Oh,
Let's just be real, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just overtly racist. But then it's like...
He calls him watermelon, isn't it?
Yeah, I was a thought. Yeah, because I think these things that you watch when you're younger, you just go over your head.
And then he calls him the N-word a few times.
It's Eddie Murphy and all that sort of stuff. But now you watch it, 2025, watching it, and you kind of think, oh, that's a very lazy, that is. That's very lazy.
But,
you know what I mean? And you just kind of think, yeah, okay.
But it's when I first watched it was like the other night, and it's the first time I've seen it in probably a good couple of decades. I did think I was just taken aback a bit where Nick Nolte's character is just what is Nick Nolte's character's name again? Can you remember? Reggie is Jack Cates.
Jack Cates, that's it.
Yeah.
Cates, yeah.
Cates. So when he's calling him a watermelon and he's calling him the N-word, and he's been a bit gruff and all that. At first I was like, why are they doing that? But then I just remembered it's like that's what the cops were like back in the day anyway.
Yeah, of course it were. Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Back then, and it's portrayed.
Yeah,
especially in the 70s movies and stuff.
70s and 80s. So he's not doing anything different to what your average detective would have acted like in that era anyway.
Yeah. It's funny though because it's all next level messed up, isn't it? So you got the angry boss, who they made black, who's shouting, but at the same time is self-hating by saying, "Yeah, I called you nigger." And goes through it.
It's almost like they put that line in there just to give themselves an out, just in case anyone criticizes. The black
but he's my boss. You know what I mean?
He's the boss, and he said it as well.
And then there's a bit at the end where he goes, "Yeah, I'm sorry about what I said. But I was just saying it to keep you down," which is almost like. It's kind of like an obvious thing. It's like saying, "Yeah, I'm saying it to keep you down." So it's like I'm consciously knowing I'm saying this stuff to keep you down. So it's a little bit. Okay.
But that's the bit where when I saw that bit, it's like, you know what? That actually represents the police department, and it's like the police department is institutionally racist, and it was San Francisco, so I'm guessing it was racist at the time. And then the fact that the black captain is being racist shows that it's the department is institutionally racist and not individuals.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I disagree with that. Individuals are racist.
Individuals are racist, but it's like the police department as a whole is institutionally racist. Whether you're black, Hispanic, or white, they're just going to be the same.
I think we're reading it into it because that's what we do, but I don't think they were that deep. I just think they were.
But why would they put that in there?
Well, put what in there?
Well, you know what? I was just trying to put you down.
Because that's what he was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like. I know what you're saying, but it's almost like that's what he's doing. That's what he was doing. I'm just putting you down. You know what I mean? Because it's like
But doesn't that represent the police department as a whole? They're trying to put people down.
I guess but I don't think they. I'm not sure it's as cryptic as they wanted it. I don't think it was what's the word? I don't think it was a critique on the San Francisco or American police department. I just think it's just a character who's a cop who's racist, and then he starts to bond with the kid because he was a kid at the time, wasn't he? You know what I mean? And then says, sorry about that. I know I was being racist, but I'm just saying it just to keep you down. You know what I mean? But I'm actually a good guy, really. You know what I mean? I didn't see it as like a, but I get what you're saying because obviously when they give the black boss, whatever he is, I don't know what they call him, sergeant, or I don't know what
captain,
is captain, yeah. You know. He's just a hater, isn't he? He's just angry, isn't he?
He's just always angry in every film that he's in. He's like in Rocky 2, in Paradise Alley. He's just angry.
Angry actor. But no one's ever going to talk about on the sideline like angry bosses. No one's ever going to top Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
In terms of angry boss.
Yeah, he smashed it with his angriness.
And he was an interesting individual in real life actually, because he was.
He was a real
cop, and he was he was a
mayor, wasn't
he? Yeah, he was a bit corrupt as well.
Oh, was he?
There's a whole load of you have to Google it because there was a whole load of stuff that he did that was I think he ended up going to prison.
Oh shit!
So it was like but it was So, but he's real. You know what I mean? He was real.
Yeah.
But that I'd love to have seen a spin-off film from because he would have come up in the 70s.
Yeah.
Like how that guy became that. You know what I mean? Like I can imagine being a fresh-faced young guy going into the police. You know what I mean? And just getting worn down and worn down and worn down till eventually he gets promoted, and he's just angry. You know what I mean? Because he was damn good.
He was damn good.
He was damn good. He was and the fact that he wasn't actually a proper actor as well. Like you think that so you're playing probably a boss that you had. You know what I mean? Because it's
100%.
like you're tough, mate. You're tough.
So you didn't rate this one in 48 hours?
Nah, I thought not compared to Beverly Hills Cop. No, I mean there's other ones, isn't there? But I think he delivered his lines. He delivered his lines, but I just
Yeah.
I don't know really. He was just he got so he had all the shootings, didn't he, at the beginning where he goes to the hotel and now he got a bloodbath.
Yeah.
And really, shouldn't there be like an investigation? Shouldn't you pull the guy away from but it's almost like you said, right, you've only got 48 hours. Why 48 hours though? Why 2 days?
No, 48 hours is he's only got 48 hours with Reggie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's only got 48 hours with Reggie before he has to put him back in prison.
Yeah, but that then comes back
Before
to why do we
anyone
need
else
him? Why do we need Reggie?
That's the thing. And the thing is, like, the whole plot is explained in that bit where that other detective, she explains to him there's a pattern because this person and this person, they were part of this crew, and it's just like the only one that is left is this guy, and he's like linked to them somehow. It's just like, okay, cool, we'll go there, and it's just like, what okay, he's the key to everything.
Yeah. But saying that, if we just rewind to the very, very beginning, that has to be like the worst run prison sort of
because
expedition.
It's literally the shittest security guards.
Useless. I mean, so you got to think about it, man. And the thing about it is as well, when you think about it, these guys were kind of like middle-aged at the time.
Yeah.
Came across to me like they've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they've got all these years of experience. They're going to take this, which is effectively a chain gang, which is what they were, but they don't have them all locked up in chains or whatever. You've got them working on a public road.
Yeah.
You haven't locked off the road. At any point, some of these guys, you could have like truck after truck after truck of all of these guys' family and that with guns coming to try and free him. Nothing you can do about it. You've got one guy with his shades on, that one big gun. You can easily get overpowered. Yeah. One guy can come and jump on you from the back. They can all
it's
pile
your
on top of you.
typical like movie prison security guard with the shades.
Yeah, it's just like
it's like from Cool.
Like you're asking for it, ain't you? You're asking for it, and you think like you guys have been working here for years. I kind of think I can imagine like you're saying. Saying to his missus, I've got like maybe another 5 years till retirement.
Yeah.
I've got to go and do my job today. But that's the day when you get completely shut down by, you know what I mean? It was just like, I know you got to set the story up, and they do it really well. They're playing that with steel pan, which they seem to do in a few of the 80s.
I think it was the same musician, composer in 48 Hours and Commando.
Yeah, Commando as well, and I think Beverly Hills Cop has it as well. So
no, Beverly Hills Cop is different guy.
I've heard steel pan set up before.
Beverly Hills Cop's more synths.
But you set it all up. You got my actor who was in The Predator rocking up.
Yeah.
Again on a public road, so can I have some water? You kind of think, come on, this seems a bit odd. So and then he escapes and stuff.
His name's Billy.
Yeah, Billy. Yeah,
Billy takes out Gans.
Billy Gans, that's it.
Yeah, Billy fights Gans. Gans is the main baddie.
Yeah, and then his brother gets revenge in the second one.
I don't know. I will talk about this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you've seen the second one?
I've seen it, but I haven't seen it in a long time, so I can't remember.
Oh yeah, we'll chat about it another day then. Chat about it another day. But yeah, I thought it sets it up really simplistically.
It's very simple, but that's another one.
That's the way it needs to be, isn't it?
It's like another Western. It's like this simple themes. Do you know what I mean? And like the director, his name's Walter Hill. He loved his Westerns and stuff. So the themes that he uses are pretty like your typical Western-like themes. But I like it was the original buddy cop. People think it's Lethal Weapon that spawned the whole buddy cop. Was it? It was this, because like about two mismatched people have to come together to overthrow something or to get the criminals. mismatched partners who don't trust each other at the beginning, and then they have some respect for each other towards the end.
Yeah, yeah.
That all spawned from this, and the whole white guy, black guy.
Yeah, yeah, true, yeah.
Did you know that it was supposed to be Clint Eastwood and Richard Pryor,
Oh, that would have been an interesting combination.
and then Richard Pryor dropped out of it?
That would have been an interesting combination.
That would have been good.
Yeah, actually, that might have worked. Actually, that might have worked but in a different way because Clint Eastwood was very like he's that straight, all-American,
Dirty Harry, innit?
Dirty Harry cowboy
Yeah.
thing, and then you got Richard Pryor would have been like the Joker.
Yeah.
That might have worked actually. That might have
It's a
worked.
good thing that it didn't, because without 48 hours there would be no Beverly Hills Cop
Yeah, yeah.
or
yeah.
Trading Places.
Great film. We'll have to talk about that as well. Coming to America, we'll have to do as well.
Coming
'cause
to
that's-
America,
that-
yeah. So
that's
without 48
absolutely
hours,
brilliant.
Eddie Murphy would have been a star.
Yeah, I know that makes sense. That makes sense. But you know, it worked. You know what I mean? That opening scene where he's singing Roxanne and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just the classic
Yeah,
scene. You know
classic
what I mean?
Eddie Murphy.
Coming to get Eddie Murphy out, and you know the fact that throughout the movie all he wants to do is get laid. You know what I mean? It's just this guy stopping him from getting laid all the time. You know, this Nick Nolte just having just looking rough
Yeah.
and tired.
What about Jack Case's relationship with his missus?
Yeah,
It's a bit
again,
of a volatile one, isn't it?
again, you know, what do they do with women in these films?
This is the thing, it's just that-
They're there just to be vehicles for.
They're just objects of desire.
Yeah,
innit?
that's what it is
Or
really. It's
just
just they're either
use
like
the source.
scared and running,
Yeah.
or they're moany and stressy. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
or they're just sexual objects.
Objects. Yeah, yeah. So there's not much. It's not much you can say about her character.
She's
doesn't-
just angry.
It's just for him, isn't it? It's just
Yeah.
for him to say, "Oh, I got this lady, my lady."
Yeah.
And,
he's like, I'm going to be late. And she's
you
like,
know.
oh, Jack, you can't do this again. And he's like, ah. He
Yeah,
starts shouting.
that's all it is, back and forth, isn't it? I
Yeah.
just got my lady, and I have to get back to her, but I got to bust this case.
Yeah,
you
because
know.
the case is more important.
Yeah, because the case is all about the case. We have to chase these guys down.
Yeah.
But you know what they're doing.
Screaming for a reason.
But I think yeah, like I say, where like Reggie, you know, the Eddie Murphy's character really comes to his own is when he's in that bar with the rednecks.
Yeah, yeah. I
That's
think
a
that's
really good
like
scene.
I
That's a
think
really
that's
good
like
scene.
the signature scene that made him a superstar, or made him a star at that point.
It's
That
just almost
whole-
like everyone just stops and let him perform.
Yeah.
It's like Nick Nolte he doesn't really do much in that.
He can't do much
even
in
his character's like, okay, just let him do his thing because he's great. You know, the way he runs it goes, you know, I hate you lot, I hate you. And he starts walking about, just like, you know, he's young as well. You got to think, like you say, he's 21, he's 21.
wasn't it? Yeah, 2021. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's holding his own in that scene. Like he's just.
That was the scene.
Yeah.
That had to be the scene
Yeah.
where he's just like, he's basically making a statement to the world. It's like, look, there's a new star in town,
Yeah,
and that's Eddie
yeah.
Murphy.
Yeah, and he played it really, really well. He owned it. He owned it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm saying. It was Eddie sort of working at sort of 30-40% of his talent.
Yeah.
It's almost like saying, yeah, look, imagine what I could do if you give me the reins and let me be the lead. You know,
Yeah.
imagine what I can do. And it's like, yeah.
What do
know.
you think of the villains in it?
I thought as villains go, they were pretty convincing.
But there was no. They were just like evil villains.
Yeah,
There's
but-
no. They just want the money, but they're just on a killing spree. Now, if
Yeah,
I was on
but I
the-
believed them. I believed
you
them. I believed them. Yeah, because
Well,
you
you
got to
think
think.
they were psychopaths?
Yeah, you got to think of the way they set it up. You know, these guys are. I imagine they're like biker gang type level characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just live in the moment. He just take what they want, do what they want, and they don't care about the consequences. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, they're one dimensional, but they're convincingly one dimensional. You do get these badass characters out there, especially in the States. You know what I mean? Back in the day, you know, those ride or die sort of guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just believe it. I just believe that's what they are. You know. Again, matey boy, he was in Commando. He gets beaten up in this as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, what's his name?
What's his name? Little guy. I forget
Yeah,
his
his
name.
name's Luther in it. David Patrick Kelly plays
Yeah,
Luther.
he just plays guys who get beaten up, doesn't he? He just
But he's like slimy little characters, isn't he? When he's like, they kidnap his missus.
yeah, I know. Yeah, again, that was just like okay, because I
But
was trying to think what's his motivation in this. 'cause
But then
it's
they
like-
don't do anything with her. You don't see anything that's going on with her. You don't see the distress that she's going under or anything like that. You just see her every now and again pop up in different scenes.
yeah.
It's just.
But even I was thinking when I was watching it, the the escorts prostitutes at the beginning, and I was thinking, you know, it'd be interesting a spin-off about her story. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
because
Because
she's
like
talking about her kid and
she's talking about a kid and all that sort of stuff, and then these badass guys take. Like, you know, there's a massive shootout. She gets beaten up, and then she's in a police station. Everyone's judging her. You know, like because no one's feeling sorry for her, are they?
yeah, because she's a prostitute.
Yeah, she just witnessed this horrible crime. She's just been a victim of it. No one's giving her any sympathy, and you know they're just judging her, aren't they? And she's just sitting there talking about. And you find think, yeah, she's got a life. You know, she's got kids. And
She's doing it because she's got a kid.
Yeah,
but I think the way they presented her when she was like, "Oh, have you got any more money? We could do it. Go again." And all that. But they don't show that. They don't only just touch on the fact that she's got a kid and this and that. If she had, it's well, I guess it's not the right movie.
It's not the right movie, no. But it is. I always find like certain side characters interesting. You know what I mean? In some films, it's like, so what's their story? You know, for them to get to that point, and what happens after? You know what I mean? Like they just witness this massive event, this massive thing, and they're just tossed aside, sort of thing. And it's just like, you know, she's got a tough life. You know what I mean? It's just it's a tough one, isn't it? But it's well. I think everybody plays their part well.
Yeah.
I think.
Do you think that the chemistry between Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy was good?
Yeah, I thought it worked.
Apparently they clashed.
He probably did because imagine Nick Nolte's quite a big.
He's a seasoned actor, isn't he?
Seasoned, isn't he? And he's gruff.
He's gruff, and he wants it his way.
You know,
but apparently the director Walter Hill, he liked the tension, so he encouraged it.
Yeah, and I don't know what his political views are or social views are or whatever. But you got this young, hip, black dude from New York who's like been on a comedy show.
Yeah, and he was ad-libbing as well.
He's going to be on my level. You know what I mean? And because at that time he wouldn't have known this is Eddie Murphy. He's going to be this big massive star. He just thought.
But at that point they knew that he was basically carrying SNL.
Like, yeah, but in comedy, you know what I mean? In comedy, but Nick Nolte's a serious actor, isn't it? You know, you're telling me I'm now you're going to put this comedian on with me. You know, I can imagine. You know, he probably wasn't too happy about it.
Yeah.
But I think, like when he's doing that scene where Eddie's like bossing the room, you could see like Nick Nolte's face. I think he was impressed.
He's impressed because I think Eddie Murphy, from what I've read as well, that Eddie Murphy would ad-lib most of that scene, so he's just like riffing.
Yeah, I think he was impressed, and I think you know that's how I read it anyway.
Yeah, because that was like the scene. You can see that.
Actually, no, this guy's good. This guy's good. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's just like that wasn't on the script. Yeah. he's just the way he's moving and the way he's holding his own. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just taking a mick out of him. You go, I've got your attention now. Oh, okay.
It was good. And you can see he was a star in the making from that movie. I just don't. In terms of that Eddie Murphy movies, for me it's lower down because Beverly Hills Cop is like the one for me, innit?
Yeah, for me, Beverly Hills Cop is up there, but because I was raised on Beverly Hills Cop 2, because that's the video that I had, that's my favourite one. And Coming to America was, I still think is the funniest movie of all time. I think I've never watched a movie where I've had my sides hurting as much as I have when I've watched Coming to America. I just thought especially back in the day when I first watched it. I remember staying up watching it, just laughing my head off, begging my parents to get me the video and that, renting it, all that. Yeah, I loved it. This
one, I just thought it was I think maybe because I watched it when I was 7, it was just a bit too rough for me. Like it wasn't as funny as I wanted it to be at the time because I wanted Eddie Murphy to be funnier, and it was just a bit more dramatic than it was.
Yeah, it's dramatic. That's the thing. That's what I think. 48 Hours and another 48 Hours. Of course, we'll talk about another time. But that you get the drama. There's drama in there. It reminds me a little bit like Die Hard. You know what I mean? Yeah. Where there's a little bit of comedic moments, but actually it's drama.
It's more drama. It's more action than
the bad
more
guys
action
are really
comedy.
Bad. You know? Yeah, they're really bad. You know, it's not like the playful sort of bad guys where they're just a bit over the top sort of thing. They're actually they're going to kill you. They're going to shoot you. You know what I mean? They're going to kill you. I believe them. So I think it worked really well.
This one, the budget was 15 million.
Yeah.
How much do you think it made worldwide?
Because he was bigger than SNL, and they probably did all right. I reckon probably about 70 million.
Fucking hell.
I was all right.
78.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I guess. Yeah. Because I don't think it was massive. I think it just did.
It was a huge hit. Praise for Murphy's performance and the chemistry and all that. And then basically there's another thing that came out from the back of this. So I think Nick Nolte was supposed to be the presenter on SNL promoting 48 Hours.
Yeah.
But leading up to it, he was found drunk. So then, at the last minute, they got Eddie Murphy, who was already a cast member in SNL. He shouldn't have been the presenter.
Yeah.
They got him to be the presenter, and then he made history. One, because he was like an SNL cast member, a current cast member,
Yeah.
and he was acting as the presenter. But then, as he did his monologue, he shouted, "Welcome to the Eddie Murphy Show," and he cut. And apparently, as soon as it cut, all these executives just went nuts. Like, what the fuck's just happened? Was it?
Oh, really?
And he was like, it was just his way of saying, "I'm a fucking star," in it.
Yeah.
And it was just like everyone went nuts, and it's like one of the most historical moments in SNL history.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because
I didn't
of
know any of that. Yeah, I didn't know. I can imagine. It was before his famous stand-up gigs like Delirious.
Yeah. Before that,
Right.
so he was on SNL. So this was 48 Hours was filmed in '81, released in December of '82. So he was in his second full season of SNL before when he made the jump to movies.
I never knew why he never came back to stand-up. You know, especially in nowadays with Netflix and all that. Well, I don't know if
I know
if
why.
he's funny
Well,
anymore. I don't know if
Yeah,
he's funny
that's the
anymore.
thing. I think he knows that because like he's out of touch in it.
Yeah,
You know, he doesn't do politics.
yeah.
His stand-up was all about family and life and behind the scenes growing up and all that.
Yeah,
What can he talk about now? He's minted.
yeah. His
He's
brother
rich.
was funny.
Yeah, his brother was
His
funny.
brother was hilarious.
But his brother would talk about stories about
Realness.
Them, realness
Yeah.
and them partying and back in the
Yeah.
day. And what's Eddie Murphy going to talk about? And I feel like he knows that he did like
Others do it.
Yeah, but
Others
he-
are millionaires and they
yeah,
do
but
it.
he
Bill
did
Burr
like a
does it, you know,
1-2
always does.
of Delirious and Raw, and the hype and the pressure on him is probably so enormous that it could only be downhill. I mean, you think about it. Coming to America 2 was shit. Beverly Hills Cop 4 was so-so.
Yeah,
And the hype surrounding it was so high. Do you know what I mean?
I haven't watched it. I just don't. I just refuse to watch
Yeah,
it.
let's not talk about it.
I just refuse to watch
Yeah.
it. It's just this is just tainting the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I think he knows that I think he's a different man as well, isn't he? He's like a family
When I've
man.
seen him in interviews, he's not that funny.
He's
I'll
not
be honest.
funny.
He's actually quite.
Well, he's a funny guy, but
He's not massively funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought he'd been like a bit more naturally sort of charismatic.
Yeah.
And he has got charisma still, but he's not what I thought he was when I've
Yeah.
seen him in interviews. Really, I think he's probably quite measured.
Yeah, because there's not that much and for him to talk about anymore. And as far as I know, he's got a bit of an ego. Because I think it was in the 90s, David Spade on SNL did like the news bit, and he had an image of Eddie Murphy, and he says, "Oh look, kids, here's a falling star." And then apparently Eddie Murphy just lost it, and he was like phoning up trying to find him, trying to find David Spade, and then he managed to get him, and he's like, "Yeah, fuck you." He's like, "If it wasn't for me, SNL wouldn't be the way it was because I brought it back up, I picked it up,
Yeah.
it was on my shoulders and shit." And he lost it, so he doesn't have that much of a sense of humour.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny. Like, well, not funny, obviously, but you know,
Obviously not.
people who are meant to be funny in real life actually aren't that funny.
They're quite dark characters, aren't they?
Yeah, they're quite, you know, and also as well, like a Richard Pryor at the time. It's almost like you have to have a reckless life
Yeah.
to have material, but then
Yeah.
that burns you out and kills you off, doesn't it?
But in
And it
terms
was-
of Richard Pryor, he burnt himself, innit?
Yeah, exactly. Whilst Eddie Murphy's probably lived quite
Privileged.
an all right privileged life. It's quite healthy. You know what I mean? It's just
I wouldn't say healthy. You've seen his gut,
I know, I haven't
his
looked.
belly, innit? It's like you've seen Beverly Hills Cop 4, him running, trying to do action.
But he must be. He's on now. He's 60s now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 60s, but I
Give
mean,
him the benefit of the doubt.
yeah, I
Give him the benefit
mean,
of the doubt.
Tom Cruise is in his 60s, isn't it?
Yeah, but come on, man. You can't compare most human beings to Tom Cruise.
Brad Pitt's in his 60s.
Yeah, again, these guys are different
Keanu
levels.
Reeves is in his 60s.
These guys are different levels, man. They're different levels. I don't know. Most guys in their 60s. It's mad to think they're in their 60s.
Yeah.
You're looking like, I mean,
Stallone is in his like
these
late
guys
70s.
are older than that guy that was in The Abyss. Remember The Abyss?
Not the Cocoon, innit?
Cocoon,
Yeah.
the Cocoon,
No,
yeah, yeah.
Wilford Brimley.
Yeah, like he was like the go-to old guy, wasn't he? And like all these guys are just way older than him, and they look how they look. You know,
Yeah.
they kind of think, yeah, what's going on here?
Wilford Brimley.
You know, but then again, you know, Nick Nolte was like 41 in this movie.
Yeah, I know, and he just looked like he's in his 50s, isn't it?
You know, he's like gruff, and he's like, you kind of think,
I feel every time Nick Nolte spoke, I wanted to give him like an inhaler or something because he
Yeah,
just looked,
yeah.
he's like, you could feel it in his chest, his,
yeah,
like,
but
his
it's just
lungs
like,
and shit.
it's like he's sipping that hard liquor.
Yeah, and
the-
he's
the little
smoking those
flask,
cigarettes.
And then he's kind of think, he just looks so rough, doesn't he?
He's just
just like,
smoking
but
cigarette.
that's the time. That's the time. That's what they were. They're just. But it's just like he's only in his early 40s.
Yeah.
You know? But he's just like, it's the same with, you know, I know Gary Busey wasn't, I don't think he was smoking or whatever, but
He was smoking.
was he?
But
But he's just got that roughness about him. Man.
It's funny though, they both look alike as well. They should.
Yeah,
I wonder,
they do, don't they?
I wonder if they've been in a film together.
Yeah, they do look about. They've got a similar sort of gruffness haven't they, to each other. And Jeff Bridges has got that as well.
Yeah.
He's, but you know, but he held it. I liked him in Lebowski. He was excellent. But he's got his old now, and he's got that oldness about him. But yeah, you know, the likes of. I mean, Keanu Reeves in his 60s. You can't even fathom it, can you?
No.
When you look at it. But yeah, I mean, 48 hours, man. I'd say looking at it now, back then, I think it's okay.
It's okay. It's a bit dated.
It's dated.
It's very dated. Actually.
There's a lot of things that were a bit touched my nerve a little bit. I thought, oh, that's a bit unnecessary.
What with the race and
the
and
lazy races
and the sexuality.
you know, it's just a bit basic, isn't it? The bad guys are good bad guys. I think the setup's simplistic and he does what he needs to be done. But in terms of like the chase, it's just kind of situational, isn't it? It's just, we'll put you in this situation, and then move you to this situation, and move you to this situation.
Yeah.
Oh, we found the bad guys. That's it. There wasn't really much. That's why I think the second one's better because there's a bit more layers to it. But this one isn't that great.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool.